Erica, we got Star and Kevin. Good morning. Mike Conscien, we got Smokey. I see you, CTG. What's up, Bam? Good morning, good morning. Hi, JW. Hi, Tony. Hi, Amber. Welcome back. Good morning. Appreciate y'all. How's it going, y'all? Okay, yeah, it's FOMC day. It is indeed FOMC day. Let's see. I already got a little bit of movement going on this morning. Let's talk about yesterday, and then we'll segue into today. But before we do that, let's go ahead and start off with a daily affirmation. Let me get a 111 in the chat. 111 in the chat. Don't forget to like up the stream, y'all. Don't forget. Let's see what we got for you this morning. Today is July 30th. Wow. We're at the end of July, chat. Can y'all believe that? Like, I swear we just started July. Like, that's crazy. Like, time flies, man. And if you are procrastinating something, and hey, I've been there. I've been a procrastinator, so I'm talking about myself too. Go out there and do it, y'all. Go out there, go get it. Do not delay the things that you're interested in, because time is moving. Alrighty. All right, this is what we got for you this morning. Daily affirmation for July 30th, 2025. Let me see those 111s in the chat. I hope you eventually live the life you truly want to live. I hope nothing haunts you for too long, and I hope you're always kind to yourself. That's beautiful. Remember, chat, people on this earth can be very cruel. They can be very judgmental. People on this earth want you to live life by their means, by their standards, by their opinions. And the thing is ain't nobody, they ain't God, okay? They didn't create the universe. You know what that means? They're not in charge of you. So what you need to do is you need to take charge and be who you want to be in this world. You do what makes you happy. You maintain respect with others, no matter who they are, what they do. You respect people, and you embody that happiness within yourself. And I promise you, you will find living on this earth much, much easier when you don't give a damn about what other people think. Trust me, you will be one of the few of the happiest. Okay, so just keep spreading positivity, good vibes, and do what you want to do. It's your life. Do you, chat. You want to buy that car? Buy that car. Who cares if other people don't like the car? You do what you like. You want to get that shirt? Go get that shirt. You want to pick up a new skill, a new hobby? And people are like, oh, why are you trying that? Go do that. Go do what you want to do. Don't worry about what people got going on. They mad because they embarrassed to try something they want to try. It's an internal thing, you know. So, message of the day, do what makes you happy. Thank you, Brian. I see you. Judge, don't discriminate. There you go. There you go. All right, so yeah, that's the message of the day. Let's talk about yesterday. I actually got something new for you guys that I did for you guys. We'll get into that in a minute. So yesterday, I don't know why I switched my bias last minute. I should have kept in my original bias, but that's okay. So we took the L's on stream, but after stream, I found like a little bearish setup, and I took it, and I had a very small stop loss. It was like 9 points. So you'll see in this screenshot, I'm up, I think 350 in this screenshot. That was when I took the screenshot. Went down a teeny bit more. So yeah, we made back all the losses yesterday, and I did get into, and then I had posted this on YouTube for you guys in the community tab. But I actually found one more trade after this later on in the afternoon. So I did end yesterday in the green, actually, not break even. But yeah, that was just a little small setup, small stop loss. When I get a nice small stop loss, I risk higher, of course. And I was talking to the members yesterday. I said, you know, guys, if I had my 20-point stop losses again, I would so be on the minis. But the way my setup's been going this year, I've only gotten a few 20-point stop losses or less. You know, it's not all the time. A lot of my stop losses have been pretty large. So that's why I'm not on the minis. But you will see me capitalize when I do get a small stop loss set up on stream. You'll see me double up on 2 5 micros. You know, 2 entries with a 5 on the micros, which is equal to 1 mini. You know. All right, so that was an update from yesterday. Today, as you know, a lot of the news has already passed. We had ADP non-farm employment change at 8:15. Advanced GDP was at 8:30. Now, usually when this happens, I just wait till after. Just wait till 9 o'clock. But we do have some more stuff coming in. For CAD, we have 6:45. So what is that? 9:45. We got some monetary policy coming in at 9:45. That's going to be in our opening candle this morning. And we got pending home sales at 10. And then we got FOMC later on. So it's going to be quite a long stream. And we have President Trump speaks. We're going to be here all day, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be quite the day. So yeah, lots of stuff today. I'm just looking for something nice and small and sweet. I'm probably going to keep my wrist short. If I find something, I find something. If I don't, I don't. I'm going to try to trade in between the news times. So we'll see if there's a setup at 9:30. If there's no setup, I'll sit on my hands. At 10 o'clock, we do have the pending home sales. After that, there may be a setup. So between 10 o'clock and FOMC, there may or may not be a setup because FOMC is coming. So we'll see. We'll see, chat. But yeah, chat, remind me just in case I forget of the news, please. Hi, MG. Good morning. Just in case I forget. All right, I think those are the main announcements. Did I miss anything? I don't think I did. I just forgot to add. Why can't I add this line? Oh my God, it's being stingy. There we go. That's all I wanted. Nasdaq got an attitude this morning in chat. What's going on with Nasdaq? What's going on? Alrighty. All right, so we are kind of not really moving I don't want to say we're not moving a direction here, but we're kind of creating a little bit of this range. Now I do see we have a huge candle here that hasn't been balanced yet, so I do notice that. But I do have a weekly level at 477. So if we're just going to be consolidating on 477, I'm going to have to sit on my hands. We can push through 477. Then I may look for it to continue down. So tough call right now, because you can see as we go down to the 1 hour, it's pretty rangy, it's pretty wicky. It's not a lot of volume. If I measure the body of this 1 hour candle, for an example, this 1 hour candle body is 4 points. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, 4 points in 1 hour. So yeah, and let's measure one of the bigger hourly candles today. Let's just measure the body. 19 points. So we're dealing with low volume. So when you're dealing with low volume, it can be a little dangerous. And you should expect chop. Now, of course, is this going to break out at some point today? I'm assuming just like yesterday at the opening, that may be where we see that volume come in, right? So brace yourself for the opening is exactly what I would say. Let's take a look at the sessions here. Wow, Asian session range 60 points. London session range 58 points. And there's New York. So during New York session, we haven't taken out any highs or lows yet, but we are close to them. We'll see. Where's the VWAP at? See the VWAP. Kind of hanging on it right now. No bueno. No bueno. Yeah, I'm not liking it too much. I'm keeping an eye though, Chad. I'm just slowly going down in time frames here. Feel free to let me know what you guys are thinking about the markets this morning. What's your opinion on the markets this morning? Guess we'll put the moving average on. Low-key rage quit yesterday. No, you're good. You're good. Luminous, good morning. Mulligata, good morning. Today may be no bueno day for me. Too much news for my liking. Yeah, the scary thing is after 10 o'clock news, it's kind of like the next news is FOMC, and usually after the opening, maybe after like an hour later. Well, sometimes you have an hour or two to trade after the opening, but after that, it usually just waits for FOMC. So we'll see. This is just bouncing on my level here, so in my opinion, I'm not gonna sit here and say, oh yeah, it's going down, because clearly we're struggling to fall through this area, right? And I know we have a huge imbalance on this candle that could be certainly filled, so that's something that I'm looking at. As long as if we're not breaking these, especially these lows here, we're not breaking these lows, I'm kind of interested in probably some bullish momentum this morning. I could be wrong, but I'm just going off of what I see here. We got 12 minutes. Even if you did your like Fibonacci vibe, I'm kind of feeling like it's bullish, chat. I'm feeling bullish. I may give it a go too. Let's see. I put my stop loss under the lows though. Stop loss under these lows. I want to be in a little earlier because the opening could take off like it did yesterday. .94 is ambitious. What was yesterday's opening volume? I forgot. Let me see it on the 1 minute. Yesterday was Tuesday, right, chat? Oh, it was over here. Where was the opening? Yeah, the opening had no mercy. 58 points. So for this, I would say, where's the middle? I'd probably look at the middle first. It's like right below the line. Where's this? 585. Oh, is that yesterday's high? Oh, it's Monday's high. Oh. Imagine this week. 9 points. All right, Chad, we got about 8 minutes to go. Eight minutes to go till the opening. Bridget, good morning to you. Good morning. So chat, I got some cool stuff for you. So if you take a look at the Discord, I'm gonna read this with you guys since we got 7 minutes. Official bite number 13 was posted yesterday. It's great information, so I'm gonna read it to you. So how to find reward to risk ratio that works for you. Okay, and here's a quote for you. It's not whether you're right or you're wrong that's important. It's how much money you make when you're right and how much money you lose when you're wrong. That's important. That's by George Soros. Y'all heard that? Y'all heard that? It's not about whether you're right or you're wrong. It's about how much money you make when you're right and how much money you lose when you're wrong. Okay, let me get a 1 in the chat if you feel that. Let me get a 1 in the chat. So I'm sure everybody knows what R to R is, so I'll skip down. But you want to improve your trading expectancy, right? Because your trading expectancy, it takes your risk to reward ratio versus how much money you win, how much money you lose. And it tells you, it gives you a number which tells you if you're profitable or not. Right, so how can we make that better? Let's see. It says with a 3-to-1 ratio, you're gonna need to be right 25% of the time to break even. But that's considering you always get a 3-to-1, right? So a higher R to R alone is not enough because you're not guaranteed a 3-to-1 all the time. You know what I mean? So what are other issues that people have? Too tight of a stop loss. That's me. I do that all the time. Too tight of a stop loss because we want to try to get in and use a bigger risk on it, risk a little less points, you know. Some people's issue is they have too wide of a target, right? I know people who get 30 to 50 points all the time and then they'll get break even because they're so caught up with getting their 90 point target, 120 point target. And it's like you're leaving money on the table, right? So it's not all about having a high risk to reward ratio. Remember, we're not here to be pitch perfect, to be like, oh my God, look at this trade I took. Right. You're here to just execute the skill. So I have two formulas here for you to help you figure out what R to R you need based on your trading results and what minimum win rate you need based on your trading results. So this is going to be on you individually. Okay. So for an example, you could use it two different ways. If you know your average R to R, let's say you average a 2 to 1, right? You can put that in this formula here and you can figure out what the minimum win rate you need is. So let's do an example. Let's say you have a 1-to-1 ratio. You put that in this formula, you're only going to put the left part of your ratio in. So you're just going to put a 1 in. So 1 plus 1 is 2. 1 divided by 2 is 0.5. So you need at least 50%, a 50% win rate to break even if you have a 1-to-1. Let's do one more example. Let's say you have a 3-to-1 R to R. In the formula, you're only going to implement the left number. So you're only going to put the 3 in. So 1 plus R to R, 1 plus 3 is 4. 1 divided by 4 is 0.25, right? Which is what? 25%. You only need to be right 25% of the time. So yeah, so you can have fun with this. You can put the numbers in and see, get in where you fit in. And just to do it the other way, if you want to use this formula, I did implement these into your journals. So as you hear my voice, you can go ahead to the Discord. You can download your free journals. I did update them. You're going to see this in here. Whichever formula you want to use, or if you want to use both of them, you can use them, okay? Let's do an example of the what required R to R you need. So let's say you have a 40% win rate. You're going to put 40% in here as a decimal. So 1 divided by 0.4, decimal form, okay? And then you're going to do -1, okay? So chat, what's 1 divided by 0.4? It's 2.5. 2.5. So 2.5 minus 1 is 1.5. So you need at least a 1.5 R to R to be profitable. Let's pause because the market has opened. I need a ding, 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 ding. I need one of those bells, huh? And let's just see how this trade works out, and then I'm gonna show you guys the formulas I created for you guys. Thanks, no problem, no problem. Let me know if you guys are liking this. The market's moving a little slow. So here's a screenshot of what it looks like. On your journals, when you download them, you're gonna see it's in the calculation folder with the little calculator on it. Okay, your answer is gonna be right here. What's your required R to R to be profitable based on your results? What minimum win rate do you need to be profitable based on your own results? And over here, this little box is going to be where you put in your numbers. Okay, I'll bring that up in a second. Let me actually bring it up so you guys can see it. So yeah, we got the market opening here. Let's see if we can get some volume pumping. It's moving a little slow, so I'm just continuing our chat here. So when you download the free journal in the Discord, this is what you will see. We got the instructions page. There will be little emojis here. The next one is your dashboard. Right, again, this is all inside the thing. Then we got your trade log. Okay. And then we got your calculations is at the end. So I put this information here for you to read. Okay. And over here, give me your calculations. So let's say you have a 50% win rate. I don't know. You put 50% in, enter. This will change. You need a 1 R to R. Let's say you have a 30% win rate. Put a 3 in. Put 30 in. Boom. I think the decimal's not working on 40. Okay, there we go. 40% win rate. So yeah, you can have fun with this, or you can put your R to R in. Let's say you have a 3 R to R. You're just going to put the 3 in. It's going to change it. You need to have at least a 25% win rate for your 3 R to R to be profitable, right? If you have a 2 R to R, just put a 2 in. See, it'll change for you, okay? Yeah, I'm just showing you how this works. It's in both journals. Let's see here, chat. Another bounce on the 477 level. Looking for price to hold this, but don't look like we're holding too good. Don't look like we're holding too good here. Just gonna close this for minus 233. Probably gonna wait till after all the news at this point. Today may be a trade after FOMC type of day, which could be the move. We'll see. Liking it. Thank you, y'all. Fire. Thanks, player. What's up, Ian? No shortage of volume this morning. Oh, very much shortage. These 1 hour candles got 4-point bodies. 4 points. 4 points is crazy. Yeah, don't be fooled by how fast these candles are moving. It's all of 30 points. Back up to 477. Now either way, my stop loss was here. Might have been too tight. May give it another. Let's see. I want to give it another go. Super, super annoying. Give it another go with a smaller risk on it. Where was the middle point of this? Born righteous, good morning to you. Paula, good morning. I don't know if you mentioned this, but do you see head and shoulders on NAS 1 hour? No, I didn't mention any on the 1 hour. No, I don't see one on the 1 hour. Not right now, at least. I don't see one. Yeah, I don't really see them until they form. I don't assume for market structure that they're gonna form. I just wait till they form. If they actually form, then I'll see it that way. But yeah, I'm never the type to be like, well, there's two little mountains over there, so maybe head and shoulders. I usually just wait for it to form per se to say I see it. Like this, for example, someone may look at this and say, oh, is there head and shoulders forming? But I wouldn't see it until like maybe like right here, you know, for an example. We do have CAD news coming up. May not really affect Nasdaq per se, but if you are trading gold, perhaps you'll probably see the effect on gold. Just a heads up. So chat, let me know how we doing this morning, chat. Anybody take any trades this morning? Anybody take any trades this morning? Let me know in the chat. Let's see. Took a short to RTH. Another red day as usual. Well, that attitude, the way you say that, is attracting more red days. So you don't want to say it in a way like, yep, this is what I'm used to. Yep, here we go again. You don't want to say it like that, because that energy just attracts it to just happen every day. So try to take out this is the usual part, you know what I mean? Because at that point, just, you know what I mean? You want to attract something different. Not yet, star. One bad call, got stopped. Took an impulse sell on gold. It broke structure. Okay, so we got a gold trader in here. We got ourselves a gold trader. Got the second half of this 30-minute candle getting ready to come up here in the next 4 minutes. Very, very close to it. Let's see. Took a gold sell unknowingly, sell limit last night. Unknowingly? Oh. Oh, so you forgot you had a limit order in. Is that what it was? Kiara shorting GC. Come on, candles. Come on, candles. We got 2 minutes, y'all. Or less than 2 minutes. We got about an hour and an hour. Oh my God. We got 1 minute and 35 seconds. Let's see. I like this. I may move my stop loss. Oh, not that way. This. I may move it up here and add to this position. Right now, I'm just watching. Okay, there we go. Now I'm gonna add to the position there. Put it right under here. Alrighty, we need to make back 250. We need to make back 250. I'm gonna join the live trading lounge. So if you guys want to join me on the mic, I'm gonna be in the live trading lounge. Just a heads up. So let's see, looking for price to get to about 530, which is below TP1. So as long as we get to TP1, make back the shmoney on the day. The rest of that, really hunting for TP2. TP2 would be a damn good day. Let's go TP2. Come on TP2. Bring it home TP2. TP2 is up here.
Yo.
Hey, good morning, Jay.
Morning.
How's it going?
Honestly, not good. I gotta be better disciplined. Like, keep breaking my own rules. That's all.
That's okay. That it happens. It happens. Remember, this is like one of the hardest careers on your psyche. It's very challenging.
Yeah, no, but I kind of rage quit yesterday. My bad for leaving abruptly.
Nah, you're good. You're good. You gotta do what you gotta do. It's understandable. How you feeling now? Feeling a little better from yesterday?
Yep. Made back some losses. Good morning, though. Morning, Bridget. Morning.
Okay,
Bridget.
made back some losses. And honestly, do them in baby steps if you have to, because sometimes I'll go for like $100 trades, just back to back. And then boom, you made it back, you know?
What it is with me is like I just keep trying to rush shit. It's like I be revenge trading. It's like today I already made back yesterday's losses, but my dumbass keeps yeah. Anyway, yeah. Basically, I'm an idiot, but I'm trying to learn. Appreciate you for your
feel your pain.
patience.
You are not alone.
Good morning, Bridget.
Good morning. You are not alone. I just want to drop in and say, hey,
Appreciate you.
but I gotta do some work today. Y'all done had me distracted the last 2 days. I gotta go do some work before the end of the month. So I will see you guys tomorrow. Happy trading. I did take one L and then I made back it on another account. So I'm one loss and one L. So wish you guys a good trading day.
Wishing you the best. Thank you so much.
Thanks.
All right, talk to you later.
Jeez.
Oh, sorry. I think is my thing cutting out? Is my sound cutting out?
No, we hear you.
Hi, MG.
Hey, Vince.
How's it going this morning?
Good. How are you?
Good. I'm doing great. I got my tea, so I'm good.
Nice. I'm drinking my coffee.
Yes, I need coffee later. Coffee's good. Oh, chat, I'm blocking the nobody told me in the chat I was blocking this. Can you guys see it now?
What are you trying to show?
You said, what am I trading?
Or what are you trying to show? You said if we can see it.
The candlesticks were behind my camera. I had no idea this whole time that they couldn't see it.
Oh yeah. Right now it's a little like more bottom left, like more towards your face cam.
Yeah, as long as they see it. They couldn't see it because it was like way over here to the left.
Yeah. It's visible though.
Stopped out of that one too.
I had a limit at 525.25. I got out after 10 points, but it's running now like 30.
Yeah, GG's for me until later. I'm not taking no more trades till later.
After news.
Yeah, not till after FOMC. I think it's
That's. I'm gonna try to
I
emulate
think it's gonna
that
chop around in this
patience.
range until then.
It's the same expansion that I sent an image before, the same way.
I want to see if the 15-minute orb plays out today.
Good morning, everybody.
Morning.
Good morning. How's your morning going?
Morning, good morning.
Pretty good, pretty good. A lot better since I've gave myself a real strict what is it called? Risk management plan. And ever since then it's been going well.
Nice.
That's good to hear. Are you on the minis or the micros?
Say that again? Yeah, I definitely underestimated how important that was.
Oh, I said, are you on the minis or the micros?
Micros. But today I decided to trade minis and I'm up 310.
Very nice.
Nice.
Okay.
Jeez.
We just took out that high there.
Man, I should have held this trade. It's unbelievable.
We're breaking below previous week highs on NQ. Testing it.
This freaking 4-hour candle is gonna close as a doji. Got 7 minutes. It just had to be a doji.
So it started at 4 New York time when it took out the highs and then took out the lows. This was the beginning of the expansion. And then did it again at around 7:55 and the lows at 9:35.
7:55 New York time?
Yes, everything is New York time.
Let me go on the 5-minute. Oh, over here. When we took out.
Megaphone.
You guys usually trade FOMC?
Yeah, as long as we're away from it.
It's been a minute. I think I missed the last FOMC. Hi, Trade with John. Good morning. Looking for the right opportunity, being patient. Anyone catch gold sells? Someone mentioned gold sells earlier, Smokey. So I think so. Hi, PD. Good morning. What's your risk management plan? I risk the same amount of money per trade, pretty much. Usually risk 200 to 300 per trade.
Yeah, I didn't have any plan, so I guess that's not saying much for me. But I don't know.
Oh, yeah, maybe the question was for you, huh? You want to share your risk management plan?
Yes. So I had trouble trying to figure out where to enter and then put my stop loss. And so I made sure that I dived into learning more about liquidity sweeps, because most of my trading used to be just a lot of volume profile stuff. So learning the basics and how to read the market structure is really important. And then when it comes to my stop loss, instead of figuring out or telling myself, oh, I don't want to risk X amount of money, I decided to, because I usually will like get stopped out too early. So based off of the structure, putting my stop loss where it would most definitely like invalidate my trade, but I can't take a trade if, of course, that percentage is way beyond like how much I'm gonna make. I'm not good at ratios or like percentages, so
No, it makes
I'm
sense.
using like simple terms, but hopefully that makes sense.
Oh, it makes sense. This is a annoying chop. Holy.
It has to break this. Anything inside this is annoying.
Yep. You see it on the 1 hour. We got 3 minutes. Yeah, I think they just want to close this as a doji, and then I think we're gonna see something shake at 10. I'm hands off till later. Completely. Coming up, y'all, we got about 2 minutes and 35 seconds. Waiting for the next hourly candle. What do you think about the markets, MG, as far as where the economy is, how it should be crashing? But what do you think about it?
Well, I have an opinion that everything is very heavily manipulated, so it's the same shit.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, it's kind of not fair in a sense because they're trying to keep it from crashing. So they're bringing it way up, as we saw this week and last week, so that when it does do its little crash, it's not as bad, which is literal manipulation at its best. Gold today is the golden goose. Good morning, Christine. Smokey said if anyone's trading Forex and you're struggling to work out your lot sizes, there's an app called Stenu. You could put your account balance in and your stop loss size. I will say, Smokey, if anybody's looking to, thank you for that suggestion. I will say though, if anyone's looking to trade, then as a risk manager, they should be able to calculate it themselves as well. Because I think it's good practice. You know, because you can't be a professional analyst and say you don't know how to calculate the numbers now, right? Just like software engineering, like we have to learn the basis of code, but in most programs, a lot of the like basic stuff you have to type out just to start programming like a website. Most of the programs have it set for you already. But you first start taking software engineering classes, they make you do that yourself, even though the programs already have it implemented. But I guess that's just in case, I don't know, the computers go down or something for the day and you gotta like manually do it. Okay, let's see here. All right, here we go. 4-hour candle closed. We do have new home sales in this candle here, so this is news. Keep that in mind. See, after that liquidity wick, it almost seems bearish, but I'm hands off all the way. I got nothing for me here. Oh, we got Mr. O'Brien. Good morning. I just seen you join the chat here.
Hi, morning, good morning.
How's it going?
Going good, pretty much. I'm going good. I'm just here tape reading, just watching the market.
You know what? That's a good way to
Just
say it. Tape reading. I guess that's what we're doing for the rest of today.
yeah, right. How's my audio quality now, though, in comparison to the last time?
Did you take any trades
Good,
today?
good.
Oh, what was the question, Lynn?
Sorry, did I interrupt you, Jay?
Nah, my bad. I was just answering. He asked if his mic quality is better. Yeah, it's good now. It's pretty crisp.
Yeah, it is pretty crisp,
Okay,
huh?
good.
I was saying, did you take any
mean,
trades?
None of the futures firms actually can operate from my end, so yeah, man, I was saying on the futures prop firms, they don't operate in my location in Jamaica. Apparently, we are one of the countries that are on some type of listing, which is, but the forex prop firms. So those are the ones I'm going to have to explore. You know.
Okay. Do you have regulated brokers in Jamaica too?
Yeah, the regulated broker that most Jamaicans use is Hot Forex Market.
Oh, okay.
Hot
I don't think I
Forex.
heard of that one.
Okay. They operate from in the Caribbean, so I don't remember which
That's
one the islands,
why.
but yeah. But I've used others before. I've used like Hugo's Way. I've used IC Markets. I've used quite a few of them before.
Those used to be the
Hot
popular
Forex.
ones on YouTube way back in the day. Hugo's Way, IC Markets.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
Thank you guys in the chat. Thank you. The streaming software crashed. I don't know if you guys heard me. You said the mic was off. Duke, good morning, Duke. You guys can hear me now? I think we're good. Hey, A7. Good morning, A7. Now we're going up. This is super annoying. Well, my idea was that we were gonna come up for this fill on the 4-hour, but it's just taking 10 years to do so. It's gonna be crazy if it goes up to fill it now. That's gonna be super annoying. Okay, let me ask you guys this in the chat. And this is for everybody on Discord and everybody in the YouTube chat. Do you think that they watch people's stop losses, and when they're doing this extra range manipulation stuff, do you think they're purposely popping people's stop losses to the T? Give me a yes if you think so, no if you don't think so. Well, I mean, yes, they can see your stop losses, but I'm saying in general, do you think they're popping them on purpose? Like when they're going a little bit extra on this manipulation? Sure feels like it.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, Jay thinks so. Okay. I think so as well, because I'm looking at certain things like,
In a way, with like all the brokers and stuff, there's, I don't know. I think there's a way it all happens.
it is super frustrating. I mean, I guess if you entered this on the 1 hour, let's say you're a buyer here, like I was. I'm looking for this. I was looking for this 4-hour fill, but I guess we'll see. We'll see if I was right or not. But I'm thinking somewhere in here, maybe a stop loss would be good based on the 1 hour. But it's just so far away. It's like, who wants a 50, 60 point stop loss, you know? They see stop losses as liquidity to be taken. No, they know how people are trained. That's funny. They know how people are trained. Well, they can see them. I will tell you that. Like, that's 100% fact. They can see the stop losses. They can see the pending orders. They can see all that in real time. But I'm just wondering if sometimes they just do a little bit of, a little bit of extra salt on it, It seems like it sometimes. Yeah. Like if I were to compare this year to other years, it just seems like it. But then again, I guess if you have a hefty stop loss on it, you're good. MG, are you a lower time frame trader or higher time frame for like entries?
Hey, I look from the monthly to the seconds.
Oh wow, okay.
That's why I cannot trade more than one instrument. I look at too many things.
Have you ever used like the 100 tick or 1000 tick chart?
No.
Okay. I find it impressive when I see people do it. That guy Muhammad on Topstep, he's pretty good. He kills it with those charts. It's very interesting. Look at this. What in the world? See, this is such a bullish structure here. This is, but I guess 60 points is enough for a breakout, I guess. Man, I will say, chat, if you just started to learn trading this year, please do not be discouraged. Please do not. It's not the easiest of markets to learn from compared to what it was years ago. So do not be discouraged. You just gotta find your edge, you know? Like this year, you may see me with a lot of green days, like ending the days in the green, but it still was a struggle. I don't like to start my day in the red and then end in the green and do that every day. I'd rather start green and green. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, we all do.
it's still been a struggle for me this year, even though it's green. It's been tough. These stop hunts are atrocious. Good morning, Forex Futures. I think they know the key levels, like the 2 a.m. 4-hour candle hasn't broken. So I probably know people are waiting for the top and the bottom. The 2 a.m. 4-hour candle. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, if someone had their stop loss here or here, both ways got popped. GG's. This is terrible. Liquidity grabs on liquidity grabs. That's what we got going on here. It's like learning to merge in LA traffic. What's up, Shy? Good morning. Scalpulator, good morning. Hello, Nikesha. You're funny. Turn your phone sideways and zoom in to see the bigger picture. Oh, you're a mobile trader. I got you. Imagine it chops here and it's waiting for FOMC to fill this 4-hour. I'm gonna be sick to my stomach if I see that today. I may have to step away from my computer during FOMC. There's no way I'm about to watch that happen. Although I do have 2 extra monitors, but I'm not trying to break any monitors, chat. But I will be sick as hell. I'm telling you. This chops till what, 11 my time? We got 4 hours till FOMC. If this chops for 4 hours and then goes up, I'd be sick. That was just what you were thinking too? What's up, Braylon? Good morning. Ciao, I'll be right back. Let me feed the doggos. Just give me 30 seconds. Okay, I'm back.
Yeah,
Let's see.
16 years, something like this.
Oh, whoa.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
10 years is fire and 5 years on these charts. Love reading Price. Better than any book I ever read. Yeah, Price keeps you on your toes, huh? It's always something different every day. Oh, what happened to the music? We ran out of music.
I posted the expansion in the main chat.
What was that, Jay?
I posted the expansion in the main chat.
Oh, okay. Let me pull that up. Let's see. Oh, is this like a backwards pendant sort of?
Yeah. Also called a trumpet or a megaphone. Just keeps taking out highs and lows and making bigger ranges. And then usually it breaks for the trend.
That's interesting. You know what we should do today? We should ask ChatGPT about expansions. Give us your best stats for expansions, ChatGPT.
That's funny. Make it a daily thing. Ask ChatGPT something.
I love ChatGPT. It's very useful. Like if you need to like
That's facts.
come up with something or solve something, it's very quick. And very
That's
accurate.
facts.
Like
saw
I
some
used it for my
article the
new
other day.
workout plan too.
Hey, I saw some article the other day saying like it's kind of becoming a problem. A lot of people are reporting like, I don't know, their significant others being too attached to ChatGPT. And I just thought that was funny. I see that happening.
That's funny. Yeah, I mean it's basically like an assistant. Like it gets to know you for you the more you talk to it.
Yeah.
Like it'll respond to you like a specific way. It's super smart, super intelligent.
It's kind of
That's
scary
funny.
though, don't you think?
No, because they designed it that way. Like if it wasn't designed that way, I'd be like, wait a minute. But as a tech person, I know how extremely intelligent tech is and where it can go, so that's expected. This is why people got to slow down. And when they say slow down on AI and slow down on tech, we need to use it in a smart way, not in a way of creating it to overpower us. If you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Like if they talking about creating robots and stuff, I'm like, hold on now. We don't need ChatGPT in like a big human type of form. Because if it decides to turn, if y'all want to create an army of this and then it turns on us, it's GG's. I'm just saying. It's GG's. Unless you got a couple rocket launchers. You need an RPG on your side. A couple grenades. But yeah, no, computers, I love tech. Computers and AI, it's one of the smartest things that we have on this planet. But yeah, I think if people just use it for what it's for to help you, I think we're good. But I know there is a danger to using it too much, because when the less we use our own brains, the less we're able to do something, you know? It's kind of
You
like,
start becoming handicapped.
yeah, it's kind of like it's like phone numbers. You know how like back in the day you would remember people's phone numbers? Now we just put phone numbers in our phone. We have the technology to remember it. So I guarantee you most people, you don't know most of your friends' phone numbers by heart. Not like before. Because you just click on their contact. The tech is doing it for you. I think that's the best example I got. So it's kind of like that. So if you're always using it to come up with like, oh, respond to this work email for me, or I don't know, If you're always using it for responses, then you're not really using that side of your brain, you know? So yeah, I think people just have to use it like in balance. My dogs are coming to visit now. What do you guys want? Sorry, chat. I know the music turned off. I got you. Here we go again, going up. Here we go. Let's see it now. This is so annoying, chat. It's probably gonna actually fill it out now. The reason why is I say this is like a double bounce on the 4 hour though. So frustrating. Look at this crap. You gotta be kidding me. You know what's crazy? Even in here on the 1 minute, we took out these lows. I know somebody took buys here and threw their stop loss right here. Tough. Today's goal is, they're like, let's piss off everybody in the market today. Bad news, yep. Yep, we got FOMC coming up. We got Trump speaking as well. My goodness, what's gonna happen when he speaks? Hi, Resident Evil. Like SpongeBob said, put the human brains in the robots. Wanna be mad being a robot? Our short-term memory is trash now. Yeah, you know the best way to get your memory back is to just keep exercising it. So you could play a game with yourself and try to remember people's numbers. You know, pick 2 numbers in your phone, try to remember them, and then just keep on going. It actually helps your memory. It's good training. Now, am I gonna do that? Psst. I ain't gonna lie, chat. That sounds like a lot of work. See, this is the problem. We're spoiled with technology. This is the problem. I got too many numbers in my phone to be sitting here trying to remember.
Damn, what time was Trump speaking?
He's speaking at. Oh, I forgot. Let me look it up. I thought I knew it off the top of my head. Let me see.
Well, is that at 10?
It's after
think it
FOMC. He's
might show
speaking
up.
at 4 o'clock
Oh shit.
New York time. 4 p.m. y'all. Should be interesting.
Why
Oh
did
God,
you
what
just
time is
fire?
he speaking? You guys are funny. So yeah, please don't have any trades on. When it gets to 350, and I know the algo kicks in at 350. Yellow algo kick in. If you never traded the 350 candle, I challenge you guys to check it out live on the 1 minute. You'll notice a little spike in volume. Yeah, make sure you close your trades before 4 p.m., y'all. Hopefully he doesn't start speaking early, 'cause that would be terrible. Right? Imagine he starts speaking during FOMC, cutting off Powell. You know what? Maybe that's what's going to happen today. Powell's going to speak and Trump's going to come up like Kanye did to Taylor Swift. And just cut him off mid-sentence, grab the microphone. What's that going to do to the markets? That's going to be something. Have you ever considered moving outside the country? No, I'm already over 3,000 miles away from my family, so I wouldn't go further than that. You know, like, yeah, I'm over 3,000 miles away from my family. If I go out the country, I'm gonna be even further. That's kind of far. To live, that's kind of far. That wouldn't be good. You know, you gotta connect with your friends and family. Real money travels. I travel. I can go anywhere in the country and come back home. I can go anywhere. I can go to Hawaii right now. Direct flight too. I can go anywhere. Well, Hawaii's still in the country, but you know what I'm saying, chat. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to live outside the country when you can just go there anytime. As an entrepreneur, you don't have to take time off of work. I mean, you're taking time off from your personal work, so it's a personal decision, but it's not like you have so many days. Just kind of watching this range here. 30-minute candle closes in 20 seconds. I gotta turn the air off, chat. It's getting too cold in here. Hold on. All right, here we go. Did Hawaii survive the tsunami yesterday? There was a tsunami yesterday? How come I didn't hear about that? See, they pick and choose what to go viral as far as news goes, huh? They pick and they choose. Let me see. Hawaii.
I saw that. There was some earthquake off of Russia.
Really?
Now all
That's
the
crazy.
Pacific Islands should be good though. You don't gotta worry. Miss Maui.
Hopefully everybody's good. Jeez, that's scary. Just passed 25k TPT in 3 days. Micros. What's up, Wokey? Congratulations. Let's get a W for Wokey. Let's go. Nice. Wait, how much drawdown do you have with a 25k? I gotta go to the website. 'Cause I don't even know. I'm just curious.
Probably 15.
1,500. Jeez, that's they're killing me with these drawdowns. Jeez, like no breathing room. I mean, 2000, it feels like no breathing room too, but jeez, I guess it's pretty similar. I just have a feeling that, yep, see. This is crazy. It's gonna fill it in this 4-hour candle. I think it's gonna fill it, and then, because when this closes, FOMC is gonna start, so I have a feeling they may just fill this out, what I was looking for today, and then boom, FOMC. That is just annoying. So annoying, chat. It's annoying. YouTube creator went live and he was evacuating yesterday. Really? All the love the community you guys give is speechless. It helped me focus through the process. Hey, that's awesome. Love to hear it. If Nash shoots up, I'm going to be on my 3rd MacBook today. There's a specific ad YouTube tries to play. It never works and it freezes your life. Yeah, it's some ad, because even when I'm watching YouTube videos, there's always a specific ad that pops up and it freezes whatever video I'm watching too. They, yeah, there's something going on with that particular ad. Had nothing to do with me though. That's because it happens when I'm watching other people as well. They gotta fix that. Gotta fix it. Because even yesterday I had my headphones on, which are wireless. And I was listening to something and it just froze. And I'm like, wait. Now I gotta go find my phone. What happened? And it was frozen on that ad again. So yeah, it's not just you. It's YouTube being a little glitchy. Have I been to Zambia? No. I've never been out there. I gotta go out there for, if I go somewhere, I go for a purpose. Let me see, what is there to do out there? I gotta look it up. Let's see. And would I have to get a lot of shots to go out there? Because if I have to get a lot of shots, then I'm definitely not gonna go. Wow, look at that waterfall you guys got out there. What's this waterfall called? Let me show this on stream. This waterfall is crazy. That's super cool. This I'd like to see in person. Kind of reminds me of Niagara Falls. Wow, this is super, super cool. It's cool. Anybody been to that waterfall in Zambia in the chat? Waterfall looks really cool. Wait, there's a zebra in the this is like at a resort, like next to the pool. Must have been trespassing. That's funny. Dang, only in Zambia can a zebra be trespassing, huh? When you're at your hotel? That's different. I'd probably like a wildlife tour too. See some lions, elephants. That'd probably be cool. The best waterfall in Africa? Yeah. That looks pretty cool.
You're back. Yep.
Can you guys hear me now? So chat, I was saying that I'm gonna have to uninstall and reinstall the streaming software because there's some type of file that's like corrupted or missing, and that's why it's having issues functioning here, which would mean I have to do my stream stuff all over from the beginning. So yeah, I guess we'll deal with that after stream. That's a lot. So it seems like it's happening every 20 minutes. Like on the dot. Or no, not every 20 minutes because we've been up here an hour. Almost 2 hours. Maybe every 45 minutes. What streaming software am I using? OBS. Yeah, there's something wrong with the file. Okay, let's see. Back to Nasdaq. In this range here, we do have about 3 hours and 20 minutes to go. So that's till FOMC. I should have put a counter up here, huh? Let me remove this. Maybe it's that. Can I get a counter up here? I probably shouldn't do it while the stream's crashing, huh? It's one more thing to make it crash. Yeah, chat, I was very much bullish. As you saw today, I tried to take buys twice. Stopped out. I'll put it up here again if you didn't see it. You know, TP1, I was targeting the middle imbalance of this candle. This was TP1 if you were on stream in the morning. Oh. Come on, come on. That was TP1 right there. Now we're so close to it. Ridiculous, right? I know, it's ridiculous. Super annoying. So I guess I'm looking at this for like where was the best stop loss, you know? Counter be too much load of software, yeah. It's so annoying. Nasdaq's so annoying. It's very tough. Stop loss wise. But I mean, don't get me wrong, it makes sense why price came down further down here before going. Like this area does make sense, don't get me wrong. So maybe, so the first time I got in too early, the second time, maybe I should have bought down here and then threw my stop loss at the lows. Yeah, that probably would have worked out better, huh? Good morning, Matt. Probably would have worked out a lot better. It's all good though, chat. It's all good. We live and we learn. It had really great structure. Where were we at? I think it was over here. Yeah, I mean, you can't blame me for taking the buy over here. I mean, look at this. Especially after the liquidity grab. You're thinking you're good, and then this candle's like, nope, GG's. GG's. Tough work. Tough. Still have a bullish bias. But yeah, my bias never changed, but I'm not in the trade. You know? Oh, chat, for those of you who are just now joining us, you check out the Discord. There is an update in the journals. Go ahead and download them. I have a formula here so you can figure out what's the R to R you need to be profitable or what's the win rate. Either way, you can implement numbers in here towards the way you trade and see what you need to have a positive expectancy. All right. So let's do one for an example. Somebody give me their win rate in the chat. What's your current win rate? Go ahead. Who wants to be an example? I'll use you as an example so we can help you out. Anybody, go ahead. Drop. What's your win rate been lately? 40%, 50%, 60, 70, 80, 30, 20, 10, 90. What's your win rate been lately? We're gonna help you figure out our 55. Okay, we'll start with Dave. 55. So if you go to the main chat, I put the formulas right here for you. Okay. So with a 55% win rate, we're gonna figure out what's your required R to R. We're gonna do 1 divided by the win rate. So 1 divided by 55%, 0.55. we get 1.8, and then you're gonna minus a 1 from that number. So you need a 0.8 R to R. A 0.8 R to R. Not bad, right? Let's see who else we got. On chat, I think my thing froze. No, we're good. PST 54 is close to 55. Amuto 40% win rate. Okay, so we're gonna do 1 divided by 40%. We get 2.5, and then you're gonna minus a 1. So you need a 1.5 R to R to see profitability there. 0 day 65. Let's do 65. 1 minus 65% win rate. And then we're gonna minus a 1. Oh, I'm sorry. 1 minus. It's 1 divided by 65% win rate. And then we minus a 1. All you need is a 0.5 R to R with your 65 win rate for break even. That's awesome. All right, let's do the other way, chat. Let's do R to R. If you have a, bring it over here for you. So if you want to do it the other way and figure out what's the minimum win rate you need based on your R to R, you can do it that way too. So we're going to do 1 plus your R to R. Now, when you do R to R, you're only going to take the whole number. So if you have like a 3 to 1, you're only going to put the 3 in the formula. If you have a 2 to 1, you're going to put the 2 in the formula. If you have a 5 to 1, you're going to put a 5 in the formula. Okay. So let's do that. So let's say you have a 2 R to R on average. So what we're going to do is 1 plus 2, which is 3. Okay, and you're going to do 1 divided by this number. So we're going to do 1 divided by 3. So you need a 33% win rate if you have a 2 R to R to be at break even. Okay. I'll do another random one. We'll do 4 R to R. Let's say you have a 4 R to R, which is, I guess, depending on how you trade. We'll do 1 plus 4 is 5, right? So you're going to take 5 divided by, or 1 divided by 5. So you need at least a 20% win rate. So of course, the higher the win rate, or the higher the R to R, the less of the win rate you need, of course, if you notice the math. But if you have let's say you have a low R to R, let's say your R to R is 1, right? You're going to do 1 plus your R to R. So your R to R is 1. 1 plus 1 is 2, right? And you're going to do 1 divided by 2, which is 50%, right? So if you have a 1-to-1 R to R, 50% win rate for break even. So yeah, you guys can have fun with that. I put them in the journals. You can download your journals, the new edition of them. You can put in different numbers and see what you like. All right, it'll look like this. You can go ahead and download that in the Discord for free. Okay. Very helpful. Thank you, Simply. Any trades? Yes, Matt. I took buys twice. This was my TP1. And I had TP2 up here. Got stopped out twice out of buys with these choppy wicks. But my bias was that NASA's going to go up to here to TP1. 537. That was my bias. And I was The first trade, I was looking at this as a nice swing of the lows. We swung all these lows, we closed bullish. We even had like nice retest push in here. But my stop loss got smacked, because if we fast forward, boom, it got smacked. You know, so. Because I was thinking, oh, let me go back. Let's go back. I was thinking about a retest, and I was thinking if we got a retest, especially because we broke through this structure, I was thinking that maybe it will just be here. You know, this is a great area for a retest. We also have this level here, it's a very strong level. So I was thinking if there was a retest that this stop loss was good, but it wasn't good enough. Price played its cards. Got taken out. There was a better area down here for price to play out in, so missed that area, but it's all good. It's all good. And you know what? I talked about, you know, it's funny, I typed this up yesterday to you guys. One of the biggest issues, too tight of a stop loss on good trades, right? The biggest issues. It's a struggle for sure. Nakisha playing games. We are literally 5 points away from where I had projected Nasdaq to go. 5 points. Very, very close. So yeah, chat, it's almost as if this was the best stop loss of the day, unfortunately. I got in over here, let me see. 70 points? Yeah, okay. $70-point stop loss in this slow chopped range is crazy. You see what I mean? Absurd. Ridiculous. I'm calling it like it is, chat. I'm calling it like it is. It's ridiculous. Happy Wednesday. High price of chivalry. You blew your pro account today? No. I'm sorry. I don't know why I got so fixed on making back the losses. That's okay. That's okay. Well, let me know. Let's talk it out while we're waiting here. How did your morning start trading? Did you start off in the green today? Did you start off in the red today? Let's see if we can dissect this for you. Sometimes it's good to talk it out, you know? There we go. TP would have been smacked right here, chat. That's such a good read on these buys, too. I wasn't struggling whether to buy or sell today. I was struggling with freaking stop loss. The damn stop loss. NQ's nearing the midpoint. Started off in the red, then I tried to make back the loss, and the hole just kept getting bigger and bigger. Okay, so tell me this: when you take your next trade after a loss, if your mindset is I gotta make back that money, it's usually not a good idea to get in the trade, because you're not thinking process over profits, right? What's the quote we have up here? Process over profits, always. So when you're focused on the process, you're just focused on the next setup, you know? So yeah, I think that'll be a good way to just stop and ask yourself, hey, am I doing process over profits? Or am I just taking this trade to make back some money? Or is this a legit setup? You know, that's number one. Number two, did you increase your risk? Did you increase your risk on the next trade to try to make more quickly? I know a lot of people do that. And when you do that, that means you're not confident that you're going to have successful trades, right? So you want to make sure you maintain that risk management and that you're looking at the next setup like it's just normal setup. And you can even do smaller risk. You know, if you start off in the red, let's say you usually use 4 or 5 contracts, you can scale down to 2 contracts, because that way, if you're having a bad read of a day, maybe you'll lose $80 instead of another $200, right? You know, you're giving yourself that cushion. If anything, you can do 1-to-1 trades. You can do, okay, let me risk $80 for $80. Let me risk 90 for 90. Let me risk 100 for 100. You know? You increased it slightly? Okay, yeah, I figured. The commercials on YouTube are so loud. Does anybody pay for YouTube to stop ads? There's a few people here who do pay for YouTube to stop ads. I know that for a fact. There are a few. I don't know if they're here today. I know there are a few. I wish YouTube did it like, I wish they did it like the way Twitch does it. Where your members could just bypass the ads. Like it makes so much sense, right? Like on Twitch, everybody pays $5. I do to like different creators that I like to watch on Twitch. There's a few streamers I like to watch on Twitch, and I pay the $5. You know, because I enjoy their content. I don't watch no ads on Twitch, depending on who I'm watching. But yeah, it should be like that on YouTube. I don't know why YouTube's being so greedy. YouTube's like, nah, we're not gonna do it for individual creators. Just pay us in general. You love Twitch Turbo? Mm-hmm. Watch too many streamers and friends? Same. There's quite a few streamers I like to tune into, and I watch different content too. There's streamers I like who do IRL content that I like to watch sometimes. There's streamers I like to watch who play chess. There's streamers who I like to watch who just sit there and talk to the chat. Streamers I watch that play video games. I watch all types of streamers, so yeah, it does come in handy to pay for no ads on Twitch. But yeah, I wish it came with the memberships, the way Twitch does it. I don't know what's wrong. YouTube got to catch up. YouTube. Catch up. Make the change happen. That's the update that we need. Because you can make it as low as like $1. Or no, I think $2. I believe it's $2 you can make it as low as. Like $2 ain't bad. Especially for a whole year. What is that, $24? $24 for the whole year, no ads. That's worth it to me. Shoot. See, on Twitch, you kind of have no choice because the bigger the creator, the more ads. Like, the bigger creators I watch, they do, Twitch does like 8 ads in a row. You know how like Spotify, you have to maybe watch 2 or 3 ads in a row on Spotify? On Twitch, you gotta watch 8 ads in a row. And Twitch will program those ads like every like 2 minutes. So it's like, you can't even watch the stream. So it's like you almost got no choice but to pay if you enjoy watching a streamer. But I do notice companies doing ads a little bit more often than usual, but that's because, I mean, you see the state of the economy, companies want money, so. You know how it is. Speaking of money, I have something for everybody here. Check this out. Just to bring everybody back to reality. If you have $4,000, you're already richer than 50% of the world. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, if you have $4,000 in your bank account, you are richer than 50% of the world. I want you to keep that in mind. Like, it's a struggle all around for everybody, chat. Struggle all around. The cost of living is extremely high. Once you're done paying for your bills, like, you have money, chat. You guys got money, but it's like the bills come around and the bills are like, mine. That's mine, you know? So fortunately, once the bills get paid, you're like, well, shoot, where'd my money go? You know what I mean? So, and then besides bills, you gotta eat. You gotta eat. So then you got money for food. Then besides that, what else? What if something happens? What if you need new brakes on your car, right? All the miscellaneous things that can happen in the month, you know? Then you got debt. Debt is just creating so much depression. Oh my goodness. Don't get me started with that. But debt is a whole other monster. So yeah, chat, just keep that in mind. If you got $4,000 in your account, you are richer than half of the world. And that's an estimated statistic, so it's probably a little bit more than that. So just keep that in mind. And also, as traders, we do see these new, we see the news drop every week. If you actually read into these reports, you're going to see that when you walk on the street, 50-50 people are paycheck to paycheck. Like, when you walk on the street, every other person you see, when you're driving in your car and you're stopped at a light, every other person you see, no matter what type of car you see them drive, is paycheck to paycheck. So I don't want you guys to, I know money talk can be a little depressing sometimes, but don't feel bad. Don't feel down and about it. The way to attract more money is to be positive. Just see the reality for what it is, Well, how much you need in your account to be considered wealthy? Well, wealthy is more than rich. I mean, there's rich and then there's wealthy. And I will tell you, rich and wealthy are two different things, eh? They're, there's levels to this. Like, I live in a rich neighborhood, but there's another neighborhood down the ways where we're talking $20 million homes, $30 million homes. That's wealth. Yeah. Like, it's one thing living in an area where, okay, all the homes are $1 million each. But there's another thing. It's like, okay, over there, that side of the mountain, those homes are 30 million. Like 30 times what somebody got? What the? What are they doing? It's usually a lot of business owners, but yeah. There's levels to this, eh? Levels. Rich is water from your faucet. Wealthy is water from what was that water that guy was doing? The guy that did the morning routine. What was that water? Wasn't that some expensive water? You guys had me Google it. I forgot what it was called. It was like a dark blue bottle. What was it? I forgot what it was. I forgot what it was. $25 million? Yeah. Oh, Saratoga. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah. Buying Saratoga water just to like do mouthwash is just crazy. You'll pay all that money just to use that water to like rinse your face. Like, come on. That's absurd. That's materialism at its best. See, I'm not materialistic. I do like nice things. I do. Like, there's certain things I like that I buy. I buy it because I buy it. Because I want it. I don't buy it because I'm like, hey, look, this is what I got. Other than that, I'm pretty chill. Like, you give me a plain white t-shirt. Give me a plain package of plain white t-shirts from Target. I'm chilling. I'm happy. You know? Especially because I work out almost every day, so workout clothes wise, white t-shirt, shorts, you know? Go on a run, you know? But yeah, the materialism in this world is just insane. I like to be around people who they don't gotta be like straight designer all the time, you know what I mean? Just wear what's comfortable, chat. Wear what's comfortable to you. You could save a lot of money. Don't get me wrong, you can buy the designer you want, but don't make your closet 100% designer, because then you're gonna look at your closet and be like, oh shoot. By the way, I had a neighbor. They're no longer my neighbor, but when I first moved here, I had a neighbor who he looked like he was going to the red carpet every day. Like, his outfits, like he could just be going down the street to get gas or just go into the grocery store. Like, his outfits were like $10,000 outfits, chat. Like, we're talking like he was spending bread on outfits, okay? Like, whatever the new Gucci dropped, he had the new Gucci jacket. The new Gucci jacket that's like $6,000, he had it. You know, he was spending money on. And what's the point I'm going to bring to you? The point I'm going to bring to you is he got into an accident with his car and he couldn't afford to fix his car. Now you're like, wait a minute. I'm seeing you with hundreds of thousands of dollars in clothes and shoes. Oh, don't get me started with the shoes. So, but he couldn't afford to fix his car. Interesting, right? So don't be fooled by what you see, chat. Some people, you know, they do spend like all their money on designer clothes to look a certain way, and you'll turn around and be like, damn, why did I spend $6,000 on that jacket? You could have used that to fix your car, you know what I mean? Guess he was living day by day. Well, I guess so. So long story short, he had a wife and they had just had a baby, so they were sharing her car for a while. And then they ended up moving out because they couldn't afford it. So, you know, that's pretty sad, chat. That's pretty sad, because guess what? When they couldn't afford it, I still saw some new stuff. And on her too. The wife too. I saw the new Balenciagas and all this other stuff. I'm like, okay, y'all both, it ain't just one of y'all both are spending money on every week on new designer clothes. And it's like, that could have been used for your, you know, for bills or to fix your car, you know? So yeah, I'm just telling you guys that story because sometimes people get so caught up in trying to look a certain way for everybody. And when you buy designer clothes, it adds up, chat. It adds up, bro. Like, you buying $1,500, $2,000 t-shirts, and then you buy the $3,000 jacket, bro. You spent like $5-6 grand on your t-shirt and your hoodie. We didn't even get to the pants yet. We didn't even get to the $1,000 shoes. You know, the $1,500 shoe. That's a lot of money. And that's one outfit, chat. I see them every day. You know how many different outfits I see? You can add that up. I'm talking, I've seen over 200K in outfits, and I'm like, what the you spent over 200K in outfits and you can't fix your car? That's a problem. But if you look at statistics do say that a lot of people, statistically, when they do start making some good money, they start trying to buy all the designer that they couldn't buy before. Understandable. But a lot of people go overboard with it, you know? Go ahead and reward yourself. Don't get me wrong, chat. Go reward yourself. Go get a piece of designer. But don't go crazy with it. You know, buy it in steps. Because the last thing you want to do is go backwards. And they went backwards. They had to leave. They couldn't afford to be here no more. And they lost the car. So they lost the car and they lost this beautiful resort that we live on. That sucks. Let's just be honest. That sucks. It sucks to get this far and then turn around and you got to go backwards because you're trying to impress people. You know? You made $10 today. But yeah, you guys can Google the statistics. People go backwards all the time, chat. People come into money. They change their lifestyle, but then they start upgrading too fast. You ever hear delayed gratification? The best thing you could do, and I'm trying to tell you guys this because I'm rooting for you guys. I really want you guys to get payouts. I want you guys to get big payouts, and I don't want you guys to use that and then just, oh my God, spend it all, because then you're going to be right back where you were, you know? So delayed gratification will be your best friend. Okay. What I do, if you're wondering what I do, is I have a reward system for myself. So I don't just buy something because I want it. I have to achieve something to do it. I have to. I gotta achieve a new goal. I achieve a new goal? Cool. Let me buy something to reward myself. You gotta do it that way. Went green 350 in gold. Let's go, Petros. Hey. Had a tenant who was a lawyer. My doorman said he and his wife were always dressed in designer and taking elaborate trips, but I had to evict him for not paying. That sucks. That really sucks. Yeah, the neighbors I had, they were taking trips because there's a lot of weekends I see them coming back with the suitcases and all that, and I call it the beach hat, but you know, those big hats. I'm like, oh, they just went somewhere. Yeah, they were definitely traveling a lot too, so that's... And they had a new baby. You know, babies are expensive. Y'all know. Babies are expensive. So they just had a new baby. They're buying new designer every week. Yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot. You know, you have it and you start spending and then you don't realize how much you're spending, you know? Because in the moment, what do you say in the moment, chat? In the moment, you go, oh, I could afford it. I could afford it. See, when you tell yourself you could afford it, you're telling yourself, oh, my card's going to swipe. It's going to go through. Just because your card's going to go through don't mean you can't afford it. You know what I'm trying to say, chat? I had to learn that a long time ago. I had to learn that. Just because the card's not going to get denied does not mean it's a yes to buy it. Okay? I learned that lesson the hard way. Sure enough. I think that's the mistake a lot of people make. Let me know in the chat if you've done that. Like, oh, my card's going to go through. I'm good. That's not a yes, though. So, by the way, a little break in our chat here. Ness filled out the 50% level, which is where my TP1 was. So we did fill out half of the imbalance of this candle. I'll keep it up so we can watch it. In fact, let's do this. Oh, we need a... No way, it froze again. It's crazy. You guys can see me now? We're good? Okay, perfect. this is something. No, my stream it did crash. I had to redo the program again. Yeah, it definitely was me. Was that 3-4 times? That's so bad. And I'm running it in safe mode right now. Hold on. I'm trying to make it to FOMC. My goodness. Let me see. There's no crash report for today either. How is that possible? It's being so weird. Everything's fully updated too. It's crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. So chat, let me know, how do you guys feel about Topstep's update? You no longer have the $200 days. They changed it to $150. How do you feel about that? I think that's pretty cool. Let me know what you guys think in the chat. I know that they're getting some competition because one of those other prop firms are doing no monthly payment, just a one-time payment. So they're definitely getting comp. For sure. For sure, for sure. The lower the better. Yeah, there you go. The lower the better. They gotta do what they gotta do to stay in the game. Remember I told you guys, I said, Michael, MP, the CEO, I know he likes to think like we're on top. You know, a couple months ago, he's like, we're not making those changes. But he's seeing now, okay, yeah, we gotta make, you gotta keep them on their toes. You gotta make changes. You got to, you got to. Said gold is crazy today. No mercy at 9 o'clock. Huh? Just straight down 80 points. Stop loss is crazy. Gold went down 300 points. What? How you guys feel, chat? Do you feel like gold's been moving better than Nasdaq this week? The week I decided to drop it for a little bit, huh? Ain't that how it always works? A 100 points, you gotta be kidding me. I wanna see something. Oh, it was pretty rangy in here. This wasn't too bad. This wasn't too bad. 2x return. I feel like gold's been moving a lot better than Nasdaq per se. It seems. Yeah, this is pretty clean. Even on the 3-minute. It's not too bad. Take any trades today? Yes, I took 2 buys on Nasdaq and I got stopped out. Over here. Over here in the lower time frame. Whoops. What happened? So yeah, over here I was in buys the first time. Stop loss was under these lows because we swept these lows already. But then I got stopped out, and then I got in buys again, and I got and this was my target. That was TP up here. So yeah, I got in buys again, and I got stopped out down here. And again, this was the target. And then after that, it went up and hit the target. So yeah, I got caught up in those wicks on a higher time frame. If you go to a higher time frame, you're gonna see what I mean. These wicks stopped me out twice. So yeah. Current NQ support is last week's high. Oh, I forgot what I was doing, chat. What were we talking about for a second? Oh, we were talking about Topstep's changes and updates, right? Yeah, the changes and the updates. The chat was thinking about doing another challenge on stream with you guys. We did the 100K top step. We did 5 50K take profit traders. I was thinking about doing 150K one with you guys. You can let me know what you think about that in the chat. If I do 150K, I'm trying to think. What's the drawdown? 4,000? What is the drawdown? Actually, I don't even know off the top of my head. I gotta go to the website. 40. Oh, it's 4,500. Okay. $360 each, but what's the discount though? Use 150 micros. You see that, chat? 150 micros. Probably risk like 400 to 500 per trade. Maybe 400 per trade. think 4 to 500 may be the play here. Gotta make 9,000. The target's a bit annoying. Gotta make 3 times as much as the 50K, but you're not getting 3 times the amount of drawdown. You see that? See what I'm saying, chat? This is to all the prop firms. It's like profit target for 50K is 3K. Profit target for 150K is 9,000 because it's 3x. Makes sense. But let's talk about the drawdown. 2,000 drawdown 3 times would be 6,000. So you should allow $6,000 drawdown, not 4,500. Am I taking it too far, chat? I'm just saying. What you guys think? What you guys think? I think prop firms, if prop firms are going to times the target by 3, then they should times the drawdown by 3, right? Right? No? Yes? No? What are we thinking? Should be $6,000 drawdown. What's Topstep's 150K drawdown? Let me see. I don't know off the top of my head. Come on, Topstep, load. My browser's not loading. Oh, it's the same thing, 4,500 with Topstep. Okay. Dang, yeah. Why is it like that? See, 50K times 2 is 100K. $3,000 profit target times 2 is 6,000. Maximum loss limit is 2,000 times 2 would be 4,000, and look, it's 3,000. See what I'm saying? We times 3 for everything. Even with the contract position size, 5 contracts, or times 2 is 10, or times 3 is 15. Everything is times 3 except for the amount you can lose. That's annoying. Come on, we gotta fix that. You hate the trailing development, John? Yeah, I'm not a fan of the trailing. I'm not a fan of the trailing. I get it. They want to teach consistency, but it's not for them to teach. It's for us to learn it. You know? It's for us to learn it, so. Yeah, that's my opinion on that. The only way for that to change is for competition to come through. We need competition to come through with 6K drawdown on 150K. And then they gotta be in the top 3, and then everybody will change it. Watch. Sorry, chap. But yeah, FTMO eventually, after 2 years of saying they would never do, they literally said they would never do unlimited time, had to change. Just like Topstep, he said he would never do less than $200 a day. It was reasonable, but look what they did today. They changed it. So yeah, competition will, and loss of sales will make you change things. For sure. Done for the day, still being with the chat. Yo, made back half the losses. Hey, nice. Hey, W. That's a W. Made back half the losses for the week. So the 50K is the best. Yeah, I do feel like the 50K is the best. Because, not just because it's cheaper, but it's like, you think about what you get. I mean, the 100K is good with Topstep too. But it's very similar to a 50K because the drawdown, right? You're only allowed 2,000 drawdown with a 50K, and with a 100K, you're allowed 3,000 drawdown. You only have 1,000 more cushion to go. So that's one thing, but the profit target is double. Now, if the profit target was only 1,000 more to go, it would make sense. But how do I have only 1,000 more drawdown, but my profit target's 2 times as much? So yeah, but don't get me wrong, I get it. Like the bigger accounts, you can trade the bigger sizes a little bit more at ease. You know, with a 50K, it's hard to trade the minis because you only have 2,000 drawdown. I mean, it depends on your trading style. I mean, if you're on the seconds or the 100 ticks, I guess it depends on how much your stop loss is, honestly. I saw Coach Dakota on Topstep yesterday. He tweeted out about going back to, I guess he's taking a break from his live account because he's been struggling a bit this year. He's just going to trade some combines for a little bit. Maybe the way to go to end out the summer. Let me see if I can pull up that tweet. Yeah, sometimes you got to like go back into practice mode. It doesn't matter who you are, how long you've been trading. He's been trading as long as me, or yeah, he's been trading about as long as me, chat. He's been full-time trader as well for a long time. So, you know, sometimes you do have to do that. A lot of people will make fun of, well, don't you do this? Don't you make this much money? But those people were not profitable for years, so they don't understand the struggle of learning something and then thinking backwards. It's a whole different thing, especially when you're self-taught. It's different when you're self-taught and when you're going off of something that somebody just gave you a strategy to study. Being self-taught is a whole different world than just watching some videos, getting strategy from people, and putting it together and doing your own back testing. It's a lot easier, of course. So I think people have to remember that as well. How come I can't find this tweet? And there's nothing wrong with either way. You could be self-taught, learn from somebody. It doesn't matter how you do it. It doesn't matter how you do it. But I'm just telling you that the self-taught road is much, much more difficult, is what I'm saying. So to adapt and adjust, you're adapting and adjusting to concepts that you've created and studied. You know what I mean? Okay, let's see. I found it. Now, where's the tweet at? Oh, here's the tweet. So yeah, I think this is a very much real tweet. It looks like the CEO of Topstep responded, "Let's go regroup and relaunch yourself." Yeah, I think it's a smart play to do. But at the end of the day, with, you know, trading your own personal account, if you're just in a really bad streak, you're gonna lose a lot of your own money, you know? Nobody wants to lose a bunch of their own money. Nobody. Let's see, y'all. We got 6 minutes till that 15-minute candle closes, but it's only going to be halfway through on this 30-minute. We have been in this range for so long. Just waiting for FOMC. We got 2 hours and 20 minutes. Time is counting down here. You know, when I first came on, we had about 5 hours and a half. So we're moving through. Now we only got 2 hours and 20 minutes to go. But we're getting there. Past the halfway point. Way past the halfway point, which is good. I think I may play some chess and just talk to you guys. So if you guys got questions for me, go ahead and put them in the chat. Let me just type that up so people know. go. Playing chess, waiting for FOMC. So I'm gonna pin that at the top of the chat. And let me get the chess going. I'm gonna play 1 minute games. Or should I do blitz? Should I do blitz? Nah. 1 minute games. Alright, here we go. Oh my god. Just let me have that for free. For the free. It shouldn't open that way. It should open this way. Jeez, what game is this? What is going on? Everyone on time. Holy, everyone on time. Jeez. So you got two stack accounts. Oh, is that stand for static? How do you set it manually? I normally just use TradingView. How do you set what manually? Like, yeah, I was about to say, why was I black for like 3 freaking times in a row? Oh my god, I lost on time. Holy. Oh, how do you automatically set the stop loss in TP? You gotta create brackets. Why is my voice cracking? You gotta create brackets. Odd setup. In my opinion, are the 50Ks more beneficial? Not necessarily, because people spend a lot of money on them and never get to a payout because they can't reach the profit target. Like, I know people who've been up 3,000-4,000 in their 150Ks in like 3-4 months, but they never pass because they can't reach the 9K target, and it's like they would have passed the 50K already. You know, you could have passed the 50K and got a payout all that time. So now I don't feel like it's more beneficial. I think it depends on your trading style. That question's going to depend on how you trade. If you trade big sizes, then it's definitely beneficial. Right? It depends on you. If you're able to get those nice stop losses, it's very beneficial. But everybody can't do that. Uh-oh. That timer's going. That timer's timing. That timer was timing. Yeah, I think as far as the 150K goes or 50K, what's more beneficial is going to depend on your trading style. You know? Like if you enjoy using the minis and you like to do 1-2 contracts, then that may fit you better. Checking 10? That shit. I don't know. I don't know what happened in that game. I don't know what happened. What was that? Did not see that. Checkmate pending. Hey, there we go. We got one. We finally got one. point of that was. Nasdaq is pumping. Pumping. Pumping up here. I lost track of time there. All right, let's take a little pause back into these markets. Another bounce on 477. Back up we go. You've been here since the morning, then you know. You know what I was saying? I was saying we had an imbalance on this 4-hour candle up here. That's what we were focused on today. Unfortunately, it's a tough day to take that trade. With all this choppiness. I mean, look at this. This is just extra. Taking 10 years just to fill this out. Clocking out for the day. Hop on COD 6. You know what? Simply, I haven't played COD 6 in a couple months. You're giving me some ideas. I may have to try that out. Hey, I've been doing pretty well with the 150k demo, Felix, because I like this swing trade. Ah, yeah. You know what I feel like? I feel like our day trading has become day swing trading in a sense, right? Like even on Monday, look at that Monday setup we had. That was phenomenal, but it took like 2 hours to hit TP. It almost felt like a swing for the day, right? Because of the way the volume is. Like this trade, if I had a stop loss that was 70 points away, we'd still be in profit right now. But nah, I didn't have a big stop loss on this, so it's really unfortunate, really annoying. Put a notification on that imbalance. Let me know, chat. How you guys been feeling about the markets? Let's talk. How are we feeling? Are you frustrated? Are you okay with it? How you feeling about the markets? How you feeling about prop firms? How you feeling about the challenges you've been facing? How you been feeling about the evaluations? What's been the emotional roller coaster? Let me know in the chat. Let's talk about it. I gotta put my doctor glasses on. I put my therapist glasses on, huh? But no, seriously, on a serious note, let's talk about it, because it is a struggle. It's not as easy as the internet makes it seem. You know, people like to make you think that they're doing so much better than you, when really they really have the same struggles deep down, you know. So let's talk about it, because it is a struggle. 100%, I'm up to 280. Okay. On the demo I had since 8:30. Okay. This week's the market's booty. That's funny, Trippy. Market's booty cheeks, huh? Hey, that's clear as day, huh? It's a straight way to put it. Let me know, chat, who's been struggling? Who's been struggling? Let's talk about the struggle. It's good to talk it out. It's good to vent. It's good to be able to relate to people. I feel like this year, as much as I've had some phenomenal trades this year, I've had some horrendous trades this year. It goes hand in hand, you know. Although I'm, you know, I have a lot of green days, but I had to fight for those green days. I don't like to fight for the green days, you know what I mean? It's definitely been a struggle still. Yesterday was tough. First time I got a bit bummed out of my progress. This month makes a year for me trading. February for futures. Okay. Yeah, I really feel that when you say you got bummed out from your progress. Yeah. That's definitely how it feels. You know, you make progress and then things start to go backwards and you're like, wait a minute, I was just making progress. What's going on here? What is happening? You know? I think the best way to adjust to that is literally to have a checklist. Have a checklist. And I have a checklist, but sometimes I update my checklist. So sometimes you got to remember to update your checklist. You know, check over your checklist again. Is that working in these market conditions, or does the checklist have to be adapted a little bit? These losses lately have definitely made me feel like a failure, not gonna lie, but some gotta be kidding me. We cut out again. We back on, chat? Can you see me? Can you hear me? Can you see me? Can you hear me? Thank you, player. Yeah, so yeah, I was saying that's the great attitude to have, that you want it to work, because that's what makes you never quit. You know, no matter how many times you fail, no matter how many times you blow up something, you go right back at it. And that's what makes successful people successful, is they can fail 1,000 times in a row and they still would do it 1,001 times. And that's what separates people who make it and people who don't, because eventually it will work. However, for it to work, you do have to continuously upgrade yourself. That's all. A lot of people be like, well, I've been at this for years and and things are supposed to eventually work. Yeah, but what did you do differently? You talk to people, a lot of times they're just doing the same thing all those years. Doing the same thing and expecting different results is the definition of insanity, right? So we must make sure, as much as we're going at something again, that we're bettering ourselves. You know, that's the best advice I can give you. Work on body, mind, and soul. You know, not just on the charts, but you guys got to work on yourselves outside of the charts. You know, the better you feel, the more calmer you feel when you trade. You can have a more clear mind. You know, you don't want to be antsy when you're trading, because then you may make decisions that you may not normally make. You know, I tell you what, I'm definitely frustrated with today, because our trade was so simple today. Just tap that 50% imbalance level there. That's all it was. Nothing too crazy. And we couldn't even get that. So yeah, that's, you know, that's frustrating, but I'm gonna have to do some more studying on these wicks. And I switched, I'm like, okay, let's just focus on Nasdaq this week. And then this week, if we take a look at gold, what's gold been doing all week? Been pretty much, it's been performing. Monday it performed. Tuesday it performed, maybe a little choppy, but I mean, it performed. Today it performed. So yeah, let me not put gold on the back burner for too long. I mean, I'm looking at it during Asian session, but Asian session is a little slow this week, as you can see. It's all in the timing, y'all. It's all in the timing. You know, that's a part of it too. Oh my goodness, chat, I think we're just gonna have to end the stream early because there's no way I can keep having this cut out like this. Oh my god. Yeah, chat, we're gonna have to end the stream early. I'm sorry, guys. I gotta figure out what's going on here. I'm so sorry, y'all. You're an ex-poker player, are you really? That's awesome. I don't know if you know I'm a poker player, but I'm a poker player. Or chat will tell you. We used to play poker a lot. I'm a big poker player. 7, what about the huge gap on gold? Huge gap on gold. What time frame was that? Oh. Over here. The daily looks like there's a few gaps. Looks like over here was a gap. Let's see. This right here. Doesn't look like it's too crazy. Oh, it's 300 points. When was this? Oh, that was Sunday open. Yeah, that's the only gap I see. I don't really see nothing else. Knew I liked your style for a reason. Yep. Yeah, I'm a big poker player over here. I used to play with there's 7's right there in the chat. 7 and I played poker. A few others in the chat. Guys, we have poker on the Discord, so when we have downtime again, we can certainly play poker with everybody on the Discord. Okay. All right, chat. I'm gonna head out because stream keeps crashing. We got FOMC in 2 hours. Okay. Hold'em or Omaha? I like Hold'em better. I do Omaha if I get a little bored, but I prefer Hold'em, Texas Hold'em. Play spades, you know it. Oh yeah, spades and blackjack. I always flip my money in blackjack. I'm pretty good with the odds in blackjack. Oh yeah. All right, y'all. I will catch you if you're an Elite member. I will catch you tonight. I'm just gonna have to start with a clean slate on this streaming software. I'm gonna have to reinstall it and just. We may have a blank stream tomorrow, just a heads up, but as long as we got the charts going, we're good. So sorry, y'all. So sorry. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to use the rest of my day to figure this crash out. Because it's not a typical app crash. It's not a typical crash where it's using up a lot of your CPU usage and GPU usage. And if that's a foreign language to you, it's okay. But that's typically why something would crash. It's using up too much of it. And that's not the case here, which means it's a deeper problem. So I gotta figure out the deeper problem. Alrighty. Don't we love tech? We love it until this happens. Topstep X is crashing, really. Yeah, Topstep X is crashing. All right, chat. I'm gonna head out. I